5 things I've learned about life and purpose from my PhD, Do It All Girl edition. Hello, William McMaster. Number 1, how pivotal it is to have a defined purpose statement. A PhD is a really long and tiring journey. If you don't believe in your mission statement 110% of the time, it is going to be and feel like a really, really hard journey. Similar to building companies, there are so many uncertainties with a PhD. An experiment can go wrong, the project design doesn't work out. So really committing to that mission is going to be crucial. And that's very similar to anything in life, especially if you're a do-it-all girl and you're trying to balance multiple things. Stick to your personal mission statement. If you don't have one already, write it down. Number 2, structure, and how important structure really is. When you're in a PhD, there aren't very many set deadlines and timelines because you're not in very many courses. And so working on your own research is this beautiful, unique experience, but it really teaches you how important discipline is and self-motivation is. Because, like, for example, I have a paper that's due and my supervisor's not going to nag me and tell me every single day that here's the reminder date, here's the reminder date. It's up to me to set my own metrics, my own timelines, and so it's something that's taught me a lot about life. If you are part of the Do-It-All Girl community on Discord or on social media, you'll know that very many of us are balancing multiple roles, and we hope to be exceptional at all of the roles. And so for me, structure, like a Google Calendar and finding those systems, was crucial to actually executing on each of the roles that I have in a day-to-day basis. And so it is so important to figure out what systems work for you, what structure you like to work within, and build your life around those goals. And then mold your dream job around that, because ultimately, if you are happy in the work that you're doing and you are happy with the structure that you have, then you'll always be exceptional. Let's go to class. Okay, number 3, the importance of perseverance. A PhD is such a long road and it requires a great deal of dedication, hard work, and the ability to handle setbacks. This one experience really tested my ability to persevere. I just started my PhD, and there's a scholarship called the Vanier Scholarship. Now, in Canada, it's one of the hardest scholarships to get. It's quote-unquote the most prestigious. I hate that word, but that's what they call it. And I told my supervisor I would like to apply. He supported me, and I needed a few letters of reference from like the dean and people who were, I thought, my mentors. I essentially was told by someone who I thought was a mentor that I shouldn't be applying for the scholarship because I wouldn't get it anyways. And that moment really, A, showcased that you don't really need to listen to everything a mentor or perceived mentor says, and B, if you want something, you go after it, and at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter to anyone else. And so what I ended up doing was submitting the application, talking to my supervisor saying, what does it hurt for me to submit an application versus how much I'm going to regret not submitting that application? And so I spent 7 days just working all day on it, and evidently I was the first year PhD student, or PhD student in general, from the Global Health Department who has ever received the Vanier Scholarship. And that is a testament to believing in your gut, believing in yourself, and self-confidence is really going to take you further than anything in life. Okay, so hey guys, so my outfit of the day, my scarf is from Oakenfort, my jacket is from Zara, my sweater is from Cezanne, my pants are the Effortless pants from Aritzia, and my shoes are from Winners. Number 4, critical thinking skills. In a PhD, we rely on evidence, especially within global health. Our decisions are guided by evidence, and so when you take that and extrapolate it and apply it to your own life, I find I am such a good critical thinker when I'm on social media and I'm scrolling through all the misinformation that I know we all see. I am so grateful that the PhD taught me that, and especially if you're a do-it-all girl, you own a couple businesses, you work with teams, or you work with employees. Having that critical thinking skill is so important. You need to be critically analyzing all the tasks you do on a daily basis and where your time goes. And so I am forever grateful for being trained to think critically about evidence, about information, and I am so grateful for the PhD to have offered me that skill set. It is now 2:30 and we are just walking back to the car. This is Missy, my cute Jeep. She is my favorite thing in the entire world. A late lunch, half of a wrap, sandwich, some boisson on our little bread with the flowers.
Some boursin?
The boursin.
Get as much work done at this coffee shop right now. I drank a little bit of coffee at home, so I think I'm gonna get like a nice warm tea. I love green tea for like my midday energy dip. But we are gonna try to be as efficient as possible. We have about 5 to 6 small tasks on our to-do list that really need to get done. So let's put headphones in and try to focus.
We just got back home and I grabbed a Synergy kombucha, the cosmic cranberry flavor. It is the best. It is so refreshing. And finally, tip number 5, the world is your classroom. Now this is a quote that my parents raised us kids on, and what it essentially means is you will learn more from life experiences and interactions with other people than you ever will learn from a textbook. And that is one thing that my PhD really did teach me, is I am learning more from my interpersonal connections with my colleagues compared to what I'm learning in the textbook. And they work hand in hand, but just keeping that in mind really changed my perception of life, is that degrees are great, but if you can't apply the information, you can't apply the knowledge, then what good is the time that you spend learning the things that you learned? And so we are home now. We are getting ready for a Valentine's Day dinner. Ginge is making a surprise dinner. I have no idea what it is, but I'm really excited. And then I have like little planters that we're gonna paint and positive affirmation little jars. Essentially, we're gonna write like little cute nice things to one another, put them in the jars, and it's something that you can pick out when you need to fill your cup a little bit more. It is called like the fill your cup activity. I'm really excited. Thank you guys for tuning in to this second vlog. Any comments, any ideas, any questions that you have, let me know, and have the best day ever. Okay, so for our Valentine's Day dinner, he made my favorite butter lobster pasta and kale Caesar salad with homemade croutons, homemade crispy chickpeas, and this cute little letter. And what I have ready, we're gonna paint these cute little planter pots and write positive affirmations in each of our jars.